Madness.
Been straight up, stand up,
What's
nigga.
going on, little bro? How you doing?
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
I feel you. I feel you. I would like to welcome everybody to another episode of Leave It on the Court podcast. I'm your host, J Dimes, with my little bro, Giannis. We here to talk basketball, everything basketball, NBA basketball, life in basketball. Also, I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up for that good merchandise. We got them hashtag That's Game shirts. Also, we got a giveaway coming up soon. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, so make sure y'all go. You know what I'm saying? Hit the other episodes so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Also, hit that Cash App. The link is attached to the YouTube channel, man. We need all the help we can get to help the channel grow. But other than that, Brody, what we got going on today?
So, we're going to be speaking about a couple of Western Conference teams: the Sacramento Kings, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Golden State Warriors, and later on we will have a special guest. But right now, let's kick it off with the Golden State Warriors, my team, the Bay Area. What up, Oakland?
Tell me.
So far, we're 3-0 in the preseason. Go ahead, Golden State. We in there, man. Just beat them Sacramento Kings again. Feels good. Yeah. Right now, what I'm seeing, and a lot of other analysts have been talking about it, is that we got 10, 11, 12 pieces who can all start for other teams.
Hold on.
Kind of like.
Hold on 1 second. T Streets,
What's
right?
up?
Preseason, right? Yeah. I was laughing at T-Streets. Yeah, that's what
What
we
do
talking about today. Not the real game. Preseason.
you- Preseason, yeah.
Right. Preseason. But go ahead.
Um, I'll text you. Yeah, 3-0 in the preseason. And a lot of other analysts has been saying that the Warriors got about 10, 11, 12 pieces who can potentially start on other teams. What I see, however, is 6 or 7 trade pieces to bring in a big name. That's what I see. I see potential to send 2, 3, 4 guys for a big name. That's what I'm looking at, because we got a lot of guys who are contract friendly. What you think?
Well, I'm so mad right now. I ain't got my rosters in front of me. My laptop is in.
Don't trip. I got you.
Yeah, help me with the rosters. My damn laptop is bugging out right now, so I couldn't.
So, of course, the familiar faces: Steph, Dre.
Got a pretty
Brent.
kind of. I got a little bit of an idea of who they are. But
Steph, Dre.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Steph, Clay, Kuminga, Wiggins, Looney, Brandon Pizzinski, Moses Moody. Then we got Shake Milton. We got Kyle Anderson. We got Buddy Hield. We got who am I forgetting? Oh, Trace Jackson.
That's pretty much the rotation, basically.
Yeah.
We playing. Well, this is my thing with them.
GP too. My bad.
My thing with them is that the team ain't deep enough. Like Streets was saying, the team doesn't have the solid as solid of a core as they had last couple of seasons. Draymond is on a decline. I think he's been on a decline for maybe the last 2 seasons. He's also gotten progressively worse with his being out of games due to mental relapses and his anger issues.
I want to ask you about that one.
so they have to stay on. He has to stay on the court in order for the Warriors to even be anything. You know what I mean? So
True.
that's where we're gonna start at. We gotta start at with Draymond. We got now that we ain't lost Clay, you gotta sit your ass down and start being a part of the team and being all the games. You can't sit up here and be getting kicked out and stuff like that just because somebody fouled you or something like that. So the Warriors should maybe look into trading him, possibly using him as a big piece. The thing is that what team is going to pick him up? What team would think of trying to add Draymond to their team? Who does he fit? He's not really the type of player that you can get rid of as easy. But he's going to be at the top of the list with trade capital along with maybe Wiggins, maybe. So it's like, I don't know. They're a good team for play-in. You know,
Agreed. Play in.
8th to 7th spot, something like that. So I don't know what you thinking.
I got them in the play-in. So I got them in the play-in if Wiggins don't gotta go sit out again, which I don't think he will. The last couple of times he had to take an extended leave was because of his father. So rest in peace to Mr. Wiggins, the senior. Draymond Green, him flying off the lid. As long as those two pieces can be there and play 65 plus games, yes, we're a play-in team. Anytime missed though, it's a big issue. It's a problem, huge problem. And earlier you mentioned where you were talking about Draymond. Well, a reporter kind of alluded to Draymond and basically him being there.
Mm-hmm.
Some people kind of took it as mental health issue, which I think that was Stephen A. He was talking about. That was kind of unfair because he kind of took on that role that whatchamacallit, Nurkic from Phoenix was taking on. That brother needs some help, and Kevin Durant was like, he may need some help. Versus it just being just keeping it basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it was fair of the reporter to basically insinuate that Draymond was going to miss time this season?
It's always fair to assume that Draymond is gonna miss time. I don't think. He crazy. I was gonna say they don't got mental, but it's something wrong with it. I want to try and give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think we've been doing that for a long time. Something gotta be wrong with you to not want to help your team win. And something has to be wrong with you to think that not being on the court helps your team win. So it doesn't. It does have some. You do kind of go to the realm of if he is mentally, there's something wrong with dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I'm gonna just say it's fair to assume that he's. Hold on.
All right.
Sorry. It's fair to assume that he's going to miss some time just because he's Draymond. But I'm gonna let that ride because what else could it be? What else could it be?
I don't. I.
He's a short. He seems. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't trying to get canceled.
He simply. That's an emotional dude, man.
Huh?
I don't know if y'all to our viewers. I don't know if y'all ever met anyone who, when they're in the moment, they are in the moment. You cannot bring them down. You can't calm them down. He's that guy. So if he feel like he's been wrong, which he feel like it all the time, which is his issue, it's just forget this game, forget we're trying to win. That referee's supposed to call foul and he didn't, and that's that. That's that. I don't care what nobody say. It's just it.
I like what T Street's saying. I like that trade for Brandon Ingram. I think that would fit the team. I think it may give him a little more gritty. It give him grittiness. It'll give Draymond a crime partner. Let's say trade Draymond. He was in the package. Okay, it's okay. Never mind. Let's rewind. I take that back. I don't like that trade because the fact he's a head case too. I just talked about.
You think Brandon Ingram a head case, dog?
For sure.
Come on, man.
Hey, he'll do the head case, bro. Okay, so let's do this. He's emotionally up and down. The Olympics proved that. Like he has to be kind of like the center of attention in order to play at the top of his game. I think that's what's been holding him back on every team that he's played for. Because whenever the other star gone and Ingram is there, he balls. Like, I don't know if anybody else notices that watches basketball, but think about all the time when Brandon had a star next to him, how he would kind of be like, okay, you know what I mean? But whenever the star would leave, he would take off. And the same thing like with New Orleans. He could average 27 and 30 if Zion wasn't there. And when he wasn't there, he was averaging like that, And then as soon as Zion come back, he's dropped down to like the 15, 17 range, something like that. And we need the same Ingram that was playing when Zion was gone. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he has his moments where he gets mad easy. He's one of them dudes. Once he hit that you like you said, that high point, you ain't bringing him back down.
Right.
You saw that with the Laker when he fired on Chris Paul.
You like that kind of stuff, man.
I like it. I just think it'd be funny that dudes that wouldn't do like some of these dudes that ain't tough on the streets try to fight the dudes that tough on the streets, and they be trying to act like Chris Paul. Come on, bro. Like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? But no, to be real, all jokes aside, Brandon Ingram would be a good trade for the Warriors if they get the 25 points a game, Brandon Ingram.
There's been talks about the Warriors starting lineup being Steph, Wiggins, Kuminga, Dre, Trace Jackson. To me, I like it and I don't because of the athleticism between Wiggins and Kuminga. However, neither one of them are really consistent from the 3-point line, and that's basically how we run our offense. Is kind of predicated on being able to shoot the three better than everyone else and Steph's movement, right?
Yeah.
Wiggins kind of stopped the ball, Kuminga kind of stopped the ball. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like, because I feel like the Warriors need to make a decision between Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga. I feel like we need to trade one of them because Wiggins, we brought him off the bench a couple of games, and he didn't complain, but he's not a bench player. He's too talented. Kuminga is tired of being on the bench at this point. He's asking for the big contract. I should be starting. What's up? Can we start both of them? You think we need to make a decision and maybe start somebody like a Shake Milton or a Moses Moody or Buddy Hield?
I think that the squad will balance out if Buddy Hield started. I think if you got Buddy Hield and Steph Curry at the top, you got now the choice is, do you start Wiggins or Kuminga at the small? Who do you start at the small? Then once you make that decision, you go Draymond and then Trace.
Agreed.
The West is going back to old school basketball where you have a center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, like the best teams, the Denvers, Minnesotas, stuff like that. Those teams are built like that. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So they have to play with that roster in order to fit the landscape of the Western Conference top teams. This is how their teams are built. Shooting guard. Like I say, the traditional squad. So putting Kuminga as shooting guard and Wiggins as small, that would take a shooter off the court. And we all
Exactly.
know Steve ain't having that unless Kuminga had a great summer and his threes just all of a sudden just skyrocket to where he's like 40%, 45%, or something like that. Yeah. You know, and the same thing for Wiggins. Like, Wiggins needs to prove himself. If his season doesn't start off good, he got that youngster on his ass, boy.
Yeah. Kuminga ain't playing.
So
Kuminga ain't playing.
All Kuminga got to do is come in and have a couple of 25, 30-point games, and, you know, Wiggins on the chopping block. So,
Agreed.
but no, I don't agree with that starting five. I think they should go ahead and go with the traditional.
Now, though, my only problem with Buddy Hield is dude only 6'4", and he's historically been horrible at defense, but he hadn't been in many winning situations. Typically, to offset what Steph does, we typically need like a really strong defender at the two. So I don't know, man. I don't know. And then before we go to the next subject, we didn't mention Kyle Anderson too. Kyle Anderson is a part of this unit, and I do want to see where he fits in at. Do we play him at the 5? Do we play him at the 3? We'll see what happens with that.
Well, he's more than likely going to be between Draymond and Wiggins' position too. So we might see some Kuminga at shooting guard. That's why I hope he had a good summer. Because
Me too, man.
if they can stick him at shooting guard and he can play, he's a good defender. Gotta put a 3-and-D guy at the 2 right next to Steph, which is, you know, basically Clay and Steph all over again. But yeah, Buddy Hield's a big 6'4" though. Big 6'4", 6'5".
He is.
He's
He is.
like the 6'4", like it seemed like a D Wade or something, kind of a smaller 6'4", 6'3". He's more of a 6'4", 6'5". So
Yeah.
they don't really size isn't really that. It's just whether or not if he can move his feet and stuff.
Yep. I think he's 220, 225 pounds. So he's a pretty stocky dude.
Yeah.
The Sacramento Kings made one of the biggest moves over the summer in signing DeMar DeRozan. Dude, DeMar DeRozan looked pretty damn good this preseason, man. What's up?
We're going to have somebody, you want to have Murtis join right quick to help us with this conversation right fast.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. So we got it. My homeboy, the Knicks fan, gonna come back up and help us out with these next two teams before we get to his team. We got a new segment. It's called Fan Out. Okay, so one thing too, I'm trying these segments, right? If you have a segment that you've seen from the show that you like, you know, I'm just throwing sticky paper at the wall to see whatever sticks, right? So we trying this new segment called Fan Out. Our first episode is gonna have Murck on it. But before we get to him doing that, we're gonna have him help us with these next two teams before we get to the segment. So Murtis, you ready, Brody?
What you call that man? Murtis?
Yeah. Really inside thing.
What's up?
Murck, Digala.
Man, all I saw was toes. What up, Murk?
No, just relaxing, man.
Where your girl with the hot sauce? She got the hot sauce.
Right, no Diddy, man. Come on, dog. I bet not see no baby oil, dog.
Pause. I'm out.
This ain't that kind of channel, Murk.
I keep my socks on.
Come on, man.
Anyway,
welcome to the show.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys. How you guys doing, man?
It's
a pleasure.
Appreciate you helping us do these talk about these next teams. Pause.
For sure.
But, with that being said, Brody, now where are you going with that? The Kings?
Yeah, man. So I was saying the Sacramento Kings had one of the biggest offseason acquisitions in adding DeMar DeRozan. That man went 6 for 6 in his first preseason game, and I want to say he put up 18 against the Warriors. Where do you see Sacramento, Murk, finishing in the West? I got 3 tiers: either firmly making the playoffs, in the play-in, or not making the playoffs at all.
I think they're probably firmly making the playoffs. I think they can. I think that's a nice move with DeRozan. I mean, small forward position always been sort of like a weak, position for them with Harrison Barnes and other small forwards. They always been like in that C bracket when it comes to their. They got a point guard that's a scorer. They got a center that's a scorer. They got their 2 stars now. They need that little complimentary guy that plays defense and offense, and the master of the mid range.
Real quick. We won't say the name Harrison Barnes on this show, man. That's a trigger name for me personally. That dude right there, man. After that 2016 finals and him shooting all them damn bricks from the corner and Cleveland coming back 3-1, I blame that all on him, by the way. So Harrison, we don't say that name on this show.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, y'all. You can go ahead.
They ain't gonna say it no more in Sacramento. It's crazy. I went to a game and I sort of forgot that Harrison Barnes was really playing like that, and he was starting and he was scoring. He a vet right now, but they needed something to take him a little bit more over the top when it comes to scoring and defense. And I think, and they already was a playoff team. I think that this is just gonna solidify them with that trade.
For sure. Big bro, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Get that chicken out.
Mm-hmm.
7 seconds left in the game. Sabonis taking it out. Are you giving it to DeMar DeRozan or De'Aaron?
Don't even Mr. Fox. I don't even know why you fixed your lip to ask me that dumbass question. He's Mr. Clutch. First of all, he won the actual award for being the most clutch guy in the NBA when they first announced the award. He was the first award winner. So that's not even a question. But I will say though, I like the way their team is built. At first, I didn't really like the trade with DeRozan, but Murck is right. They kind of like they 3 levels. You know what I mean? They got the inside taken care of, medium range, 3-point. Because De'Aaron Fox can shoot threes to an extent, and we all know, like you say, who's the king of the mid range. And then you got Sabonis down there beating everybody up. So they are a 3-level team now, and that's dangerous in the West because of the fact when your threes ain't working, you got the best 2 guy right here, that can the jump, the 3 shots ain't going in where I'm finna 15 to 18 to 17 foot. I'm finna whoop everybody ass right here. You know what I'm saying? So they
they a little healthy, and they like some healthy players. Like they not, worried about injuries. They're a little, like as in young still. DeRozan, he don't get injured much. He take care of himself and his body or whatnot. He can make it through a whole season, and you want that's what you want.
Yeah. So Sacramento, NBA is all a health thing, man. They can keep everybody, like you said, if everybody can stay healthy, going to the playoffs. All right, I'm gonna call it now. They are the most dangerous team in the West, healthy.
Sacramento, huh?
Going into the West, because the teams at the top, we know who they are: Oklahoma, Denver, Minnesota. We know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So they're already automatically dangerous. But if you're talking about a team you don't want to play in the first round or second round, healthy, it's definitely not the fucking Kings, bro. You don't want to play the Kings. Even if they like 8th place and you the number 1 team, you finna be like, God, I gotta chase this one.
Because De'Aaron Fox is a baller. He's an official bucket getter.
You know
he is a bucket getter. To the hole, mid-range, 3-pointer. What you want? You want me to give you some handles at the top? Oh, yeah. You want to blow by you? Oh, there you go. Oh, you didn't think I was going to make this layup? Yeah, I made it with the foul.
With the left.
He's dangerous.
Him in the last 2 minutes because I'm going to give you the buckets in the last couple of minutes, too, because that's what I'm known for, getting buckets at the end of the game. So Yeah, I don't want to see them if I'm Denver or Dallas or somebody in the first round. I do not want to see them. You want them to be fourth. You want them to be third to fourth place. So you ain't got to see their ass. You want
Right.
them to see one of these weak teams first. You know what I'm saying? And hope somebody catch them slipping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You
Yeah,
definitely be like the first team. They go into the playoffs like we just barely made it. Who's first? They gonna be like, who's lunch? Like who's lunch? Like we just made
Right.
it. We hungry. Everybody healthy. Like I do not like if I'm Murray or Luca or somebody. Like I said, I'm sweating the night before. I gotta chase this little motherfucker all around the court all day. Darren Fox, I gotta chase him, and then I gotta worry about this mid-range dude, and then Sabonis down there, he can pass, rebound, shoot, block. It's like Jesus Christ, he like
Right.
yo
Right.
2.0, like damn near.
Right.
So yeah.
so DeMar DeRozan finished top 4 in clutch points every season since 2019. He also led in clutch minutes, led in clutch free throws, ranked second in the NBA in clutch field goals made since 2022. And he's made the most buzzer beaters since 2020. So that's why I asked that question. Like
Well,
DeMar
I mean,
DeRozan.
he win the award. So until he win the award, Mr. Clutch is Mr. Clutch. Okay, right now that's your point guard. So I understand you can make shots, but give it to the little dude. All right,
But
don't
give
Really.
it a little bit.
don't let your ego get your team ass whooped just because you think you the
Well,
man. Yeah, that
little
boy just
dude
get a
budget
ball to the
getter.
little boy at the top of the key, let him work. Straight
I
up.
was just saying I don't think it was such a dumb question because that's 6'3" versus 6'6".
Yeah.
That's 225 versus 190. But
Hey man,
anyway,
all that shit don't mean nothing to get the ball in the hole when it's time to get the ball in the hole. When it's clutch time, it's this. It's
it is.
this. And
It is.
part of being a good player is knowing who to get the ball to. All right. That being mentally strong is knowing, all right, yeah, I can make this, but this dude always make it. Like, so
Right.
get the ball to the little man and let him
Right.
work straight up. You feel me?
Um, so Keegan Murray
Mm-hmm.
was huge his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
There was kind of a fade off his second season. What you think he going? Is this a bounce back year for him? Matter of fact, is he starting first of all? And are we expecting big things, or are you just going to take a step back for DeMar DeRozan?
Well, he's
Uh,
starting power forward. So
starting power forward.
he's
Yeah.
gonna probably be the starting power forward for them. They probably gonna be more of a small ball, fast team. That's what Mike Brown like to play.
Yeah.
So he better step up before he become a trade piece. Because he's still in his first 2 or 3 years, and you having a drop off on your second year after having a rookie season. Your next season after the drop off better be a lift off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because then that's when they start. Because you're
Hey,
young, going to be a lot of teams that want you. So you gotta go back up to the 19-20 range in order to stay on the team.
I think he'll do it. I like Keegan Murray. I think he up and coming, and I think now this give him a chance to spread the floor a little bit more. And he'll be able to work it. If he one of them small, he one of them power forwards that's more like a small forward, but still
Yeah.
play like a power forward. And can hit the three.
Like Aaron
He will
Gordon.
dunk on you,
Yeah.
rebounding. He quick. So it's like.
Well, he
Again,
definitely gonna lose some shots with DeRozan being on the
I mean,
court.
but you
So
you probably gonna get better shots though.
yeah,
Because
I'm
you're gonna
talking
get
about in the sense of his shot rate won't be as high because most of his shots is going to be coming off double teams or something like that. So he have a high percentage because he'll have a low shot rate. You get what I'm saying?
all
So
right.
like if you shooting only 2 or 3 threes, 4 threes a game, but you making 3 out of the 4, that's still good. But he's not. I doubt if he's going to be in as I misspoke before. He's not going to be in the 20s, 22 range. He's going to be more at the 17, to 15, that range.
That's what you want. That's where you want him at. That's what you want, and then you want him to turn on in the playoffs. You want him to be like a Nas Reed, somebody or someone that when they get that chance, they take advantage of it. Right now, just go through this season, get these plays down, get this camaraderie together, and when it's time to put when that time comes at the end of the season, the ball, man, we need you to just go out there and go crazy. Because I think he can. I think he's better than what most people think. I think that he's a real. When you start talking about, I almost forgot. That's a good player to have coming. I mean, even if he was coming off the bench, it'd be great, But I
I
think
think
that he's
that
probably going to start.
made his role better. I don't see that. I don't see another power forward on the team that would fit unless they started the Russian guy or
Yeah, Alex
whatever.
Lynn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
or
not.
the
See,
other
that's what I'm saying. They're not. They
guy,
don't go with.
power forward, the other foreign guy. He wet too. I can't remember his name. Dang, man, I wish I had my rosters in front of me.
You talking about
Number like 9 or 15 or something like that.
oh, you're talking about is it Devin
No,
Carter? No.
he's a foreigner, a white guy.
Oh, his name like it's like Jokic too. It's like
Yeah,
sort of like Jokic, but it's
they
like
got a dude on
yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Boy,
No, no,
wet. That boy wet. Dang, I wish I had my laptop in front
No,
of me.
you talking about Trey
No,
Lyles.
no, no.
I'm talking about
You talking
I'm talking
about his name is like
Wesley,
Jokic,
like
like
a
something like
Croatian
that.
or
Yeah,
something
he
like
from
that. And
yeah,
the
he
boy,
like Joe. He like 6'9".
yeah, he like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know if they kept him or not. Did they keep him?
I don't think so, man.
Oh, okay.
he might have got caught in that trade. He might have got put in that
Because
trade.
they had a Bojanovic too, and then they had another Vitch. They had the Bojanovic like shooting guard, point guard dude,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
they
had
don't got him no
another,
more.
and then they had another guy. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick.
I
Name,
don't
say
know.
what's the roster?
So I think they starting lineup gonna look like this. They're gonna do De'Aaron Fox, and they're gonna go ahead and go with the Keon Ellis kid who was playing against Steph in the playing game, and then they're gonna do DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Sabonis. I think that's what it's gonna look
yeah, that's
like.
just
And then they
gonna.
got Alex Lynn, Trey Lyles, uh, or Malik Monk coming off the bench, Boogie Ellis, Jalen McDaniels.
Oh, they got rid of him. They tripping. That dude
I
was
I
fire,
think he
bro.
got put in that trade. I think that was
think so.
he good. That's probably why
Oh,
he got. That's why he went in that trade.
they bugging, dude.
Yeah.
That dude was raw. That dude was raw. They tripping. He was even raw from where he was at. I think he was like a little bit older player. God, I wish I could remember his name, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so when I'm looking at it now, I got my laptop up.
All right.
Let's see.
So
Jalen McDaniels. Hey, they got Jalen McDaniels?
no,
That's different, Jalen McDaniels.
yeah, that's Jalen, not Jaden. um,
Yeah.
um,
How you say his name? Horter?
yeah, Horter.
He can shoot. He can shoot. That dude can
Yeah,
shoot.
Kevin Horter. Yeah,
He can
he,
shoot.
Yeah, came from
he's
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got a squad, It's just once again, they have had injury issues with Sabonis. Last year, De'Aaron did miss some time.
he did.
So it's a help. It's always a help with the NBA with the best teams. It's always health, and it's kind of like a repetitive thing. That's just in sports. Period. If a team comes to the playoffs or is late in the playoffs and they healthy, they're more lethal than a team that is not. And it's just whether or not these teams come to the playoffs healthy. If they can come to the playoffs healthy, then they, like I said, they're the most dangerous team at the bottom.
Speaking of health,
Huh?
Speaking of health, all of Memphis held their breath when Ja rolled his ankle in that preseason game, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Memphis Grizzlies are back though, and reloaded, adding a high draft pick in Zach Edey. Getting Marcus Smart over there.
Mm-hmm.
So before the whole injury debacle to basically their whole starting lineup, they finished second in the West before the gun thing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Are they coming back to reclaim their spot, or what they looking like, big bro?
Bruh, that boy Edie,
Yeah.
he came to the show he came to the party with drinks, smoke, you know what I'm saying? I got cake in the car. Like, all y'all gotta do is just put me on the court. That boy different. I don't care what anybody say. That boy Edie different, dog. And now you can slide Jackson down to the power. And then
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. Okay, so like I say, Sac is the most dangerous team at the bottom. Memphis is a team that's going to rise up to that third or fourth, that fourth and third, fourth spot, because I just think the Mavericks and Denver are just that good. I think they're just going to maintain their greatness. But if you want to talk third, fourth, Memphis can be up in there because Ja is just a difference maker, man. I don't care what anybody say, bro. He's
You got
probably
it.
a top 3 point guard right now. If you just go off the body of work and what he's done up until these idiocies he pulled and stuff like that. But Ja is lethal, bro. And him healthy rejuvenates that team, and brings them, and Grizzlies, Memphis is not that stadium you want to play in. They loud as hell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. So yeah, I see Memphis making a historic bounce back, because last season was trash. So for them, they has to jump all the way up to the top. But Ja different, bro. Ja different, fellow dreadhead, bro. Gang. Different, bro.
And he go crazy. God
Yeah,
goes
like,
So
crazy.
yeah, man.
And I didn't get a chance to see Edie, but Edie's been looking good. He been looking good. Okay, I gotta
Yeah,
go
no,
look some up.
bro. That dude, he can rebound. He got a little cool little mid range. We know he blocking shots. Like he's an NBA player. You ain't gotta do a lot of work with him. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely like one of them dudes you can just like insert here type guy. You feel
yeah,
me? So
yeah,
that's and to me, I miss them type of players that stay in college 3-4 years, come in season. I understand these young players, they want to catch people who are young, but how many times has it actually worked? If you want to be honest, it hasn't been working as of late. Grabbing all these one and dones. It's been like 1 or 2 out of each one for the last 5 or 10 years. So, but a lot of the players that have lasted long in this team, if you look at their college thing, they've been in college 2 and 3 years. Some of the players that's really been playing for a long time, even some of the bench players, they played in college 2 and 3 years, man. It means a
Right.
lot
I mean,
to get that.
whole lot.
Yeah, to get seasoned like that. If you look at the greatest players of all time, most of them spent 3 and 4 years in college. The Tim Duggins and the Jordans and the Magics even, and all this stuff. They stayed them years in college to get that season. And Edie, one of them dudes, played 2 or 3 years in college. So he come in prepared to whoop ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? We said, slap ass, whoop ass. We come in ready to
Right
whoop ass.
back.
You know what I'm saying? So he come in automatically, and then like the couple of games I did get to see him in the summer league and stuff, I was kind of like, okay, oh, this
got
dude's
something.
really ready for
They
real. Like, you know
got,
what I'm
got
saying?
something.
Summer league up. If you didn't see it, he ripped summer
Yeah,
league up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm to the tune of like 15 and 17 a game. Like the dude was killing. Like,
Right.
yeah.
So
Two or
I
three
like
blocks too.
I think when we talk about draft picks, I like Memphis's draft pick a
Yeah,
lot because that was a piece losing Steven Adams. They got like a Steven Adams Jr. basically, maybe a little
Right.
more mobile and have a little more offense. But that's essentially what they got all over again.
and about 5 inches taller.
Yeah,
So
that too. It does help to do 7'3" too.
yeah,
Like,
Hell
7'3",
yeah.
7'4". Right
yeah.
now, I'm looking at their backcourt. Ja, Desmond Bain, Marcus Smart. That's 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", and then Jaren Jackson and Zach Edey. They got this kid, G.G. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I like him.
yeah,
I
just
like
turned
G-G.
cool. So y'all know he just made 19.
Mm-hmm.
He in his second year. He's 6'9". He got a burner on it. It's a little streaky, but he only 19.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but I think Marcus Smart should probably take a backseat, maybe come in off the bench, try to play that six-man role, and
We
let
can't
that young man G.G. Jackson start because he'll spread the floor, and it gives them a different dimension on defense because he's 6'9", and because he's young, and because he can catch the lob. And I think he would play off Ja and Desmond Bain well. What do y'all think? Am I tripping?
No,
No, I agree
no.
with you. I agree
Uh,
with you. Yeah.
well, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Murck.
I
Do your thing.
think GG is GG Jackson is a good player. That's another person. That's my little sneaker person that I've been noticing. I think that he play a small forward. He'll be able to help out with a little bit of height because, like you said, the guards are sort of small.
Yeah,
And I think that that'll be better for them. With height, and he can move. He can run.
man.
He can do everything. It's not like that. Like he'll be lacking. Yeah, Marcus Smart give you a lot more defense, but like you said, you got to have somebody on your second unit to keep things going and get spark. And now Marcus Smart got some more offense to him, so I think he should be six man. And like you said, put that boy G.G. Jackson in, give him some run, get him ready. If it don't, and by the middle of the season when they get to the All-Star break, then make changes. If not,
He's gonna just like he said. I piggyback off Murck said by All-Star. If he play like how he's been playing, he should be the starting small forward. I didn't know he was that tall. I thought he was sort of more like 6'6", something like that. 6'9". He could just be
6'9".
a starting small forward. They're not really that strong at small forward when I look at their roster. They're like
Exactly.
at small forward. So forget putting them at guard. I stick them at small forward, and then you just got Desmond, him, and Doc coming down the court at the same. Dude, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
nightmare. I wouldn't want to see him on one wing and Desmond on the other wing and Ja coming down the middle. You might poop in your pants. Like that's not
Yeah, you got.
that's not the code. So if he continue to play like that, forget that six man shit. Let them start small and just rip their head off, man. Just throw everything out. Just throw y'all coming back to throw the bazookas, throw the grenades, throw the nukes. Throw everything at him. You know what I'm saying? Don't even wait. Don't try to if the dude raw, put him in. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes development players too can mean put them on the court. And it'll also mean okay, we gotta slow grind this shit. Oh, that sounds out of pocket. Pause. We don't
That's
have
how
to
they
bring
develop.
them
Put them
along
on court.
slowly to get a dude going. Sometimes some of the youngsters, you just got to throw them in the fire, like the Kobe's and stuff like that. Just throw them in the fire and let them get good on the court. And he has enough people around him to where if he's on the court with them, that he doesn't really have to worry about making shots. All he got to do is be him and be ready when he get the ball.
Yeah, sometimes like you put a certain player with more talent around, they look a lot better than you put them out there with the second unit. I'm really interested in seeing that, man. Marcus Smart to me was kind of a like they kind of replaced Dylan Brooks and Marcus Smart, and I understand it, but Dylan Brooks was 6'6".
Yeah.
Marcus Smart 6'3", 6'4".
But Dylan Brooks is in the case.
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks play D though. Dylan Brooks play D,
he
and
did.
he got a little offense, and he give me some scoring.
People in the nuts and all
And
that.
Marcus Smart do too. It's just like I say, he's just undersized,
Exactly.
and you putting him by two other undersized guys. I don't like the fit for
You
him.
keep talking about size like it matters, bro.
Size do matter.
Well, you don't matter.
Especially with matchups.
No,
when it gets to the playoffs, it's about matchups.
Well,
gotta have matchups.
Bronson
You can't.
proved that wrong. The
Who
smallest
Who?
dude in the NBA at the time averaged 40 points in the playoffs.
you
So
talking about?
size
Iverson?
don't matter.
Who?
Bronson. Bronson averaged
Oh,
40 a game, and he's the shortest dude in the
but they,
NBA.
some
So
people are
Yeah.
he's not
some
gonna do that.
some people are special.
No.
Everybody
No,
ain't like that.
but no,
I,
what I'm saying is it's like in the guards position in the NBA, both guards. Size don't matter. We ain't got the old school Mark Jacksons and Jason Kidds and stuff like that, people that bring you down to the post when you're a 6'4" guard and stuff like that. We ain't got that no more. Why you think all these dudes are flourishing at shooting guard? Shoot, Donovan Mitchell, Bane, McBride, Kyrie. There's not that many super tall shooting guards in the league. If you think about it, they
And if
all
I if I have
look,
a 6'6", a 6'7"
superstars.
shooting guard, that's exactly who I'm going at.
Who?
Come on,
Name a
we gonna
good
look,
6'7" shooting guard. Name one.
Klay Thompson. But look, what I'm saying is,
hey
what I'm saying
Clay
is,
Clay
Stop.
been
you're
stroking.
talking
He's not going
about
to be the
like
shooting guard for Dallas. He's going to be the
you're
small forward.
you're talking about
Stroking.
guys who like get the ball off there and get to shoot 20, 30 times. That's cool. Yeah, Brunson, Iverson, Steph. Yeah, but you got two guys already that's going to be taking all the shots, and Desmond Bane and Ja. I need a guy, and then you got Jaren Jackson. So his role is not going to be that. His role is going to be, well, I need you to hit the open three. I need you to be a defensive stopper and be a glue
Not
guy.
necessarily,
So glue guy,
because you can stick Bane in the corner. You can stick him on the wing on a three because he can shoot 30 to 40%. So you can let Ja and the youngster roam. You can let them do that thing and stick Bane because
Can
if Bane ain't taking nobody
Bane
off
play
the dribble.
defense?
Yeah,
no,
Bane
what
can
I'm
play defense.
he
But
decent. He decent, but what I'm saying is Marcus Smart is there for defense. I don't want to put Marcus Smart on all the small forwards and power forwards in the NBA because he's really undersized.
but
Like that, I think that's a bad idea. So that's why I don't like the fit because you got two other guys that's 6'2" and 6'3". I don't want another 6'3" guy, 6'4" guy guarding small forwards. The Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, um, Bron at
Fish
times.
food.
but
Fish
it's
food.
also a mismatch on offense for them because now you 6'7" and you chasing a little fucker around the court all day. So it works both ways. It works
It
both ways.
would
Now
it would be a mismatch if he could
is
shoot
when you on
like
the
that.
offense, you the small dude, you had to capitalize on the fact that you got a bigger dude chasing you around these screens. That's the only thing. It's like you got to make it work for what it's for. So okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we might have a mismatch on defense, but
Yeah,
we all know offense win games in the NBA now. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to stop when it's time to stop. Long defense throughout a game ain't a thing in the NBA too much. You know what I'm saying? So most of these teams that are winning are teams that are outscoring people. Even the Celtics, they was up in the 120s and 125s when they were on their win streaks. So it's about outscoring and taking advantage of your mismatch when you're on
of course,
offense.
of
So
course.
you know what I mean? So like that's the give and take you gotta give on every team. On every team, there's always gonna be a give and take. It's the team who has the most offense at the time when it's time to win that's gonna win the game. You know, I take a Desmond Bane on offense before I worried about what he can do on defense.
Yeah, and I ain't talking about Desmond Bane. I'm talking about Marcus Smart ass. He can't.
But
His history hasn't shown that he's had like an offensive game.
but
Like
Marcus
that's
Smart
not his
is not
thing.
gonna play a lot with Job back because he
Yeah,
can't
so that's what I was saying. It's a bad fit. Like, why are you there? Unless because it looked like they're about to start all three of those
because
guys. It's rather than starting
fit
GG
the city.
Jackson.
He
Huh?
fits the mentality of the
Yeah,
city.
he do. Of course, yeah. He tough. He tough. He got that. I just don't like three guys starting that's under 6'4" in the
Well, he
NBA. That's all I'm
got to
saying.
worry about playing if the youngsters take off. He ain't got to worry about that.
And that's why I posed the question: should we start GG Jackson?
If
What the Knicks
they start,
gonna do this year,
if they
Murck?
do start, if they go ahead and try to start Smart, yeah, that would be stupid. Marcus Smart should come off the bench. They need to bring the youngster in, or even what's his name, Kennard, or somebody like that. Smart definitely should not be starting. Just like I say, you have a defensive mismatch, but on offense, you have a mismatch in the opposite with him. Yeah, he can stop somebody, but he's super inconsistent on offense. And once again, you got to put up points in the NBA. You get what I'm saying? So starting him, where you gonna put? Who you gonna put him on?
Jay.
Who you gonna? Huh?
Who? Guess who don't have to worry about that?
Oh, we
Guess who don't have to worry about that?
We almost there.
We don't have to worry about that.
We there.
We almost there. Are we there?
Yeah, we there.
It's time.
Look. We don't have to worry about that.
Time out. All right. I want to introduce a new segment called Fan Out for the Leave It on the Court podcast. So I'm finna allow my boy do your thing, bro. Fan out about these Knicks one time, bro. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right. Well, for one, we don't have to worry about that. See, Thibodeau, he balanced it out. See, that's why when you got Bridges as shooting guard, you feel me? You got a tall shooting guard that can guard small forwards, point guards, and shooting guards. You know, because he's athletic, he's nimble, he can move. You know, he's a what they call a defensive stopper.
Right.
You know, and then you know. But I just wanted to say that because of the fact of you talking about these small guards, because in the playoffs, all that scoring finna slow down. All that is finna go to one-on-ones. It's finna be about matchups. It's finna be about who gonna be guarding who and who gonna be getting ate up, because they're gonna keep going back to that situation. And if you got somebody, you got one of those 6'3" players on Kevin Durant or freaking or Ingram or any of these or what's that boy we just was talking about?
Brown,
Paul
Brown.
Jordan. Any of these people that switch off to small forward, and you got him sitting right there, guess what? Fish food or either 5 or 6 fouls. That's what's gonna happen. He'll be sitting on the bench because he's trying to get in the game because he's in foul 3 times in the last 7 minutes trying to guard him. And you already know they call him fouls for the offense. So you gotta play elite defense. You feel me? But fan favorite, like you said, Knicks. You know, I watch them this preseason, and they got a good look at them. You know, and when once I seen it, I watch how Thibodeau is doing normal Thibodeau stuff. He letting the starters play majority of the whole game like it's the real game. I'm talking about they play, man. They played. They played. But what I said,
Thibodeau cold, man. Thibodeau already with the bullshit.
This nigga if this nigga had an 18-wheeler, he finna have like 40 back tires on flat before y'all get out.
Look, hey, Thibodeau said Thibodeau said he got to see what he got out there, you know? And we picked on Washington. I'm talking about we had so many steals. Yes, we forced them with so many turnovers. I'm talking about they both had over 20 in the third quarter, and I'm watching how Cat was nimble. I'm watching how he's slide between people. I'm watching how where they put people like Marcus Smart, he get in that pick and roll and he get down, gonna get 8 up. I'm talking about 6'7", 6'8". It don't matter. You gotta be strong and big man down there to slow him down, because he's dribbling, he's sliding to the hole. You know, he's shooting threes in people's face. It's gonna be ugly.
No.
Only thing is the help.
We got a comment from Slim. He's like, Tibbs would make a nigga play 48 minutes in an All-Star game if he coached.
Yeah. For real. Bro, I was tripping off that. I'm like, damn, we up 20 and this nigga still got them all in. I'm talking about, it was early. It's like 5 minutes left in the fourth. We've been up by like 20 something. And I'm like, Damn, Tibbs, you still gonna
Damn,
let
Tibbs.
him play? Like you
Bro.
just sprinkle in the other people, but Cat stayed on the floor. Either Cat or Bronson was on the floor damn near the whole time. But when one
Type
go out,
shit.
but they had him on the floor like it was a real NBA
Type
game.
shit.
But guess
Look,
what?
and I was
Murck.
reading a story earlier this week about Joakim Noah talking about practices from Tom Thibodeau when he was with the Bulls. He was saying, man, no practices get real.
Mm-hmm.
He like they run like this college or something, man.
48
So
minutes.
they believe in hard practices.
Hey, we got a new nickname. Hold on. We got a new nickname. All right. So we know Julian Randle nickname. We mark it here, leave it on the court. Can't go right. Remember, you heard it here first on Leave It on Court. The new nickname for Tibbs is 48 minutes. That's his new nickname.
48 minutes. I
48,
like
48 minutes. So whenever we talk about Tibbs,
it.
Mr. 48,
Mr.
Mr.
48
Mr.
48.
minutes.
48. I like it. I like it.
Like,
Can't
for
go
real.
right for Julius Randle and 48 for Tibbs. I like it. I like it a lot.
Mr.
Okay,
All right.
48.
so check it out. This is my thing, just to jump into this. Tibbs has to make that team. Me and Murck talk about this in an outside conversation off camera. That team has to become an 8-man, 9-man rotation team. It has to. They have the
Typically do.
players in order to be an 8 to 9-man rotation team. They have players on the bench that'll make that team. Tibbs has to start believing in his bench. We know Hart is coming off the bench for sure. I like the Sims. I like him, and I like who's the other guy we said, Murk, coming off the bench.
Who? Cameron Payne?
Sims.
Toppin?
Yeah, top.
No.
Nah, that's
Toppin's not on the team no more. He played for
Little
Memphis.
brother on the team.
Oh yeah, he on the team.
McBride.
He on the team.
McBride. They got
McBride.
McBride, Hart, and Sims just came off
Sam,
the bench.
Jericho,
They should make if you
Sam.
make that team a 8 to 9 rotation team, the team would be fine. Tips. You pay people on the bench for a reason, my dude. Play them. Play them. If this gonna get through to you, bro, play your team. Do not run the 18-wheeler into the ground because you have an 18-wheeler with a grill on the front that can run through everybody through the playoffs in the East. They have a perfectly built team. I'll give the Knicks that. They have a perfectly built team. They have a starting center, a backup center. Second thing, you cannot start Cat at center. You cannot start Cat at center. That is not going to work long all the way through a season with them because of the fact that he's going to have to face some of the best centers in the NBA in the East. You know what I mean? And the best center, I think, in the NBA in the East. If you play him at power forward, he has a mismatch on offense. We were just talking about mismatches. You let Murck. You talk about that. You know you just lost Robinson for the season, right?
For the year. Yeah, I just noticed that. I just seen that.
So
We
that's a big
looking.
piece, a big piece that's
Marcus Robinson.
Not Marcus Robinson.
No.
What is that?
No,
Mitchell?
he said Marcus Robinson.
Mitchell
Robinson. Yeah.
My bad,
He
bro.
out, right? He's going for
He
the
out
season?
for the year.
He
Yeah.
out.
He out for the season.
That's a big thing. That's your best shot blocker. That's your best defender, so far as big man defender, on the team. So that's a big
again. By that happening.
Wait. Hold on, for them let you go. Cat is a good defender, but he ain't him. So losing him is a big deal. It's a big deal. Y'all already lost Hartenstein. So now Sims going to have to come in and play like Mitchell in order for the team to maintain some type of continuity at the big man position when Tibbs does take Towns off the court. So that's the thing, the continuity. They have to have some type of continuity. Dude, you have to start bringing in your bench in order to help you have your players last at the end of the season. That's the only thing.
Right. Well, they already looking for they're already looking for trades. They're already looking to try to find another big man. We got Sims, and then we got this dude like African dude to start with an H. I can't say his name because I'm gonna kill it. But he got spark. He bouncy. He can throw. He can shoot the mid range. He's really good. But again, sometimes you need a chance to get out on the court and play in order to see and get some time. I know Tibbs ain't good at like I said, like he gonna have to be really, really good at practice in order to sit there and really get PT because Tibbs ain't playing that shit. But
well, they do got TJ Warren.
And then they just went and picked up TJ Warren.
Like
we let go Marcus Morris and we got TJ Warren. And TJ Warren, another defender. See, we looking for deep.
And then y'all got Landry Shamet. I like
Landry Shamet, shooting guard.
Landry Shamet pickup could be, huh? Oh yeah, Paul. Sorry.
Paul. I mean, no, not you. My man say they looking for D. That's crazy. Man. Come on. You started with the toes down. Talking about looking for D, bro.
Hold on.
Look,
come on, man.
They looking for stoppers. They're looking for stoppers.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Like for stoppers. And he can shoot the three, and TJ Warren is a little spark. You got a little spark. Behind him,
Why would Murck enter the show and it's turned into a porn site? I can't stand this nigga. Last time he joined, got on with Paul.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know, gangster. I know.
Oh man. They gonna never make it to ESPN talking about size and not matter and looking for D and showing toes and come on, man.
Hey, it's just one of them days, man. Come on, little bro, don't do me like that. But no, I'm very happy with this Knicks team.
Last question.
What you think?
It's gonna be crazy, bro. If he turned his team into an 8-9 rotation team, the Knicks is gonna be crazy.
Agreed. So, Eastern Conference Finals. Boston got home court advantage. They're playing the New York Knicks. What that series look like to you, Murck?
Hell, wait a minute. Oh, we got to put the caveat. If they healthy,
everybody healthy. Everybody healthy. Everybody healthy. They got Kristaps, he healthy. Karl-Anthony Towns healthy. Mitchell Robinson, they said he's eyeing a January return. I would say hold him out longer than that. It's a stress fraction of left ankle. Everybody healthy. Eastern Conference Finals. Boston got home court advantage.
Now that he's saying that with Mitchell, I think that we for sure can pull that out. To see this is the reason why I think pull out. Because for one, Boston is a shooting team. You slow them down on their shooting, and that's how you're gonna sit there and win. Porzingis, he ain't fast enough to outdo Mitchell and Towns. He will score, and he will get some blocks. You feel me? I will give him that. I like Porzingis and whatnot. You feel me? But at the same time, if you ever see Mitchell Robinson healthy, Mitchell Robinson is throwing shit. Mitchell Robinson is playing good defense and putbacks, and you can throw him an alley-oop, all the little stuff, and he gonna stay down low. He ain't finna run up the top. We ain't gotta worry about no pick and pop with him. None of that. He's gonna be right there down low, waiting on that rebound, looking like the slow foot, trying to do that. But I like Mitchell Robinson. He just can't stay healthy for nothing.
So you said they can pull it out. So that don't sound very confident to me. Are we talking 5 games, 6 games, 7 games? Is it a 7 game?
I say 7. Because listen, we got to be realistic. Come on, it's the Boston Celtics. They're the champions. They got real legit superstars. They got a real legit team. And like I said, healthy. They, the consensus is saying they're the best team in the NBA. Healthy. So
What'd you say, big bro?
Celtics in 6. The
Celtics and
defense is too good, bro. Said Celtics defense is too good, and that the offensive bounce off they play better when their defense is good. It's the reason why they were the champs last year, because they stay healthy. You know what I mean? Realistically, if we had to go to the 7 games, the team that's going to probably be more healthy is the Celtics. And I'm afraid that they have an answer for everything that you got on the Knicks. They got a Drew Holiday for Bronson. They got a Derek White for Mikal. And then ain't nobody on your team stopping Jalen or Tatum on a hot night. Nobody on your team.
Well, if you have Tatum at power, if you play Tatum at power forward, he's gonna get eat up for lunch.
No, he's not.
If you have him at power forward, he's getting eat up for lunch.
For the whole season, Towns going to be playing centers. We're going off the realistic roster, because if we're going off the realistic roster, Mitchell Robinson ain't playing. So he's going to be at center. So that means OG or somebody's going to be guarding him. OG ain't stopping Jason Tatum.
Tatum got to show me still.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in Jason Tatum. You know how I feel about JT. All so is that if he's on his game,
listen,
we hadn't seen Jason Tatum on this game in the playoffs. Just hadn't seen it. So I don't know, man. I seen Brunson go to work. So if they healthy,
Tatum is on a revenge tour
right now.
I hope he is. I need to see it. He got to prove it.
See something in the playoffs. I didn't like what I saw, but the dude did have averaged over 25 a game. Let's not act like he did not average 25 or better in the playoffs. Much as I hate to say it. I wouldn't give him any props. But the dude did kill so far as statistics in a play.
No, he did not kill. He averaged 25, but it was on a horrible shooting percentage.
Yeah.
So when
when I was saying that, it was like, oh, you just don't like that. I've been saying the dude is trash with numbers.
Because you were saying that Jason Tatum is not better than Brown. That's what you were saying. And we were saying that the Brown is on the on the incline, and Jason Tatum might be on the decline. That's what the argument. But again,
he is.
Hold on. Can I add some perspective here? Can I just do that? All right.
Because we over our hour, but this is good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we gonna. Jason Tatum is not trash. He's a good player.
Trash.
Great.
Brown played better than Jason Tatum in the playoffs. What I'm saying is we need to see what you were doing in the regular season in the playoffs. And until I see that, because you got to prove that at this point, Jaylen Brown is probably the best player in the entire series. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So if the New York Knicks are the best player in the entire series amongst dogs on this team who going to really play some defense, like physical defense with Thibodeau coaching and everybody healthy, I think I'm taking the Knicks.
All right, so we're going to leave it on that.
Hold on. Hold on. Before we leave it on that, I got one last thing to sit there and say. Now, let's not act like we didn't see, like you just said, Bronson go for 40. You sitting here talking about that Holiday going to be guarding him. I don't give if it's Holiday, if it's Brown want to come up and want to guard him, because he want to guard the best player, he's going to get mixed, man. This man is not. He's not. Listen to me. Listen, you're not bullying him.
Murck,
you're not bullying him. You can't bully him.
48 minutes in the preseason.
Can't bully him.
Expect them not to be there in the playoffs.
Got it. Look, pick and roll. What you gonna do with the pick and roll?
Bro, he's playing his players 48
pick
minutes
and roll?
in the preseason, Murck. Have you even heard of that before?
We was talking about ideal situation. Everybody knows.
Time out. Murck, have you ever heard of any coach in life playing his superstars 48 minutes in the preseason? That answers it. We just left it on the court. Thank you, everybody who joined. Thank you, Murck. I appreciate you.
You
joining
already know, man.
podcast. I need everybody to go to that YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Hit that Cash App at one time, man. Hit that merch up one time, man. I need everybody to go to all the channels and support Facebook, Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on everything. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, I love you. Always a great
conversation.
Murck, love you too, bro. You know you my brody. Love
you know.
But until next Saturday, man, that's game.
That's game.
Go Knicks!
Go Knicks.